So in this video, I'm going to share some details about how you can get into some great museums here in Tokyo for free. And the reason why, it's because International Museum Day is coming up. So watch on, learn about what is International Museum Day, which museums actually give you the free or reduced admission, where can you take advantage of this great opportunity here in Tokyo. So really quick, what is International Museum Day? So we're here on the International Council of Museums websites, also known as ICOM. ICOM has organized International Museum Day since 1977 every year. They give it a little theme every year. So it happens on May 18th, on or around May 18th every year for sure. So it's an international thing. So it's not just Tokyo. It's actually not just Japan. It's everywhere in the world. So make sure wherever you're traveling or your hometown on May 18th, see what museums you get into for free. But Tokyo being the home of some great places, there are definitely there are some places here in Tokyo that take advantage and participate in the International Museum Day activities. So which museums can you visit in Tokyo for free or discounted price? I think a lot of people know Tokyo, the Ueno Park area of Tokyo has some great museums, and luckily some of the museums there are participating in this special event. One to start off with here is the Tokyo National Museum. This is the oldest national museum in Japan and also the largest art museum in Japan. So there's a lot to see here. So what you can do on May 18th for Tokyo National Museum is you get free entry into the regular permanent exhibitions. So there are some special exhibitions you'll have to pay an extra charge for if you go into. They've got a special one this year for Buddhism art, and Ray Naito's going live event as well. Actually, that'll be later, so that's upcoming. But yeah, you won't be able to get into the special exhibitions, but there's a lot to see in the permanent selection here at the Tokyo National Museum for sure. So this is probably, if you can only go to one museum for free on the 18th of May, make it this one. This one's in Ueno Park. Very highly recommended for sure. Another Ueno Park museum is the National Museum of Nature and Science. This also is, again, a free entry to their permanent exhibitions. So, again, it's a very large, this is dedicated to pre-Meiji science. So from the Meiji period and before. It's not a modern science museum here, but there's a lot of stuff here. Nature of the Japanese islands, history of the Japanese islands, organisms of the Japanese islands, Japanese people and nature, animals, a little progress in the science technology area. So there's a lot to see here. It's also a very big museum. Again, focusing more on, older, but still very fun historical science stuff here. You won't get into any of the special exhibitions for free. You'll have to pay, for example, for the Mammals 3 Parade of Life exhibition. That's going to cost you a little bit extra, but the permanent stuff, there's plenty to see for free at the National Museum of Nature and Science. That's also in Ueno Park. The third Ueno Park museum that is also included as part of International Museum Day is the National Museum of Western Art. This is the known as the premier Western art museum in Japan. So if you want to look at some art from other parts of the world in Japan, this is the place to be. Again, it's going to be permanent, or they call it the collection. You'll get into that for free at the National Museum of Western Art, but there'll be some special stuff, a special exhibition that might cost a little bit extra, but there'll be a lot to see in their permanent collection. You see they've got at least 2 floors, 9, or looks like almost 13 out of the, let's see here, like 11 out of the 13 areas are permanent collections. So you have a lot to see for sure at the National Museum of Western Art. So 3 great Ueno Park museums for free, but that's not all. There's other parts of Tokyo that are also participating in the International Museum Day festivities. The National Art Center in Tokyo, this is near Roppongi. This is a big art building, but they're known for not having a permanent exhibition. What they do is they kind of just rotate all year round art all the time. So the special exhibitions are not included. You can get in for free to the Artist Association exhibitions for International Museum Day. Looking at that there, and there's plenty to see, as you can see here. Again, it is always changing here all the time. It's very unique, But for example, this 700 yen gets to be free for this San Kikai art exhibition. So it's groups, organizations, what have you, doing their own little exhibitions here at the National Art Center of Tokyo. It's a very big building, again, in the Roppongi area. Definitely worth a check out for sure. You would be interested to know there's actually a museum called the Tobacco and Salt Museum. This is actually run by Japan Tobacco. It goes into history of tobacco and salt worldwide, but also specifically in Japan. It's a very well done museum, and you can get into it for free. It's just I think south of Tokyo Skytree. So in that part of town, it's not a far walk. For this, it's not a very usual topic for museums, but it's a well-reviewed museum. It's really well done. A lot of history in there for sure. Again, related to tobacco and salt. But hey, you know what? Getting there for free. If you're in Skytree on the 18th, why not take a pic here? You can see on the site, it looks really good here. And this is a completely free admission. It's not very expensive to begin with. As you can see here, it's 100 yen to get in anyway. But hey, why not take advantage of the free admission? Say that 100 yen for a UFO claw machine or what have you while you're in Japan. Check it out for sure. The National Film Archive of Japan is not surprisingly dedicated to Japanese cinema, the history of film in Japan. This will get you free entry to their 7th floor gallery on International Museum Day. So you'll be able to see this year Japanese cinema and music and the history of Japanese film. You won't be able to see the silent film days movies in the National Theater, Memorial Theater for free, but you can go to the 7th floor for free. This is close to Tokyo Station over here. But if you have an interest in film, especially Japanese film, this is definitely the place you want to go, the National Film Archive of Japan. In the Nippon Bashi area, the Mitsui group has an aptly named Mitsui Memorial Museum. This one is free admission, but with an asterisk. It's only free admission for foreigners, foreign travelers, or high school and university students. So if you're an everyday Japanese person, you might be out of luck here. A rare sign where foreigners are actually super welcome to come in and enjoy the site. So this place is focused on pieces of the private Mitsui family collection with a special emphasis on Edo and later period art, and a lot of cultural artifacts such as tea ceremony items. You can see here on the website, they're talking about tea utensils, Noah masks. So it goes very high on Japanese culture here at the Mitsui Memorial Museum, again, located in the Nippon Bashi area. Free admission for foreign travelers, high school, and university students on May 18th. Mori Art Museum, this is in the Roppongi Hills complex. It's a very modern art museum. They have, again, a rotating set of exhibitions throughout the year. This one is not free. I will say that right now. You only get a 100 yen discount for admission to the Mori Art Museum and also to, in the same complex, a Tokyo City View. So if you're looking to go to the Mori Art Museum, if you're in the Roppongi area, again, it's not free, but you can save 100 yen. Again, save that money for, a drink at the convenience store, what have you. You can, again, take a look at the city from high above, the Tokyo City View at Roppongi Hills, and then go to the Mori Museum afterwards as well on the 18th. And the last place we're going to talk about in this video is the Ad Museum Tokyo. Again, maybe going into the unusual but really well done museums of Tokyo. This is again about advertisement from the Edo period on. So you can see here's a little site about Japanese advertising history. So there's some actually old traditional advertisements you can learn about here as well. Again, a surprisingly well done museum for a topic you might not be screaming at you as must-see right away. This is in the Shiodome, Shimbashi area of Tokyo, so southeast Tokyo, but very close to the station. They're not hard to get to. It's actually free admission year-round, so what they're doing for International Museum Day on the 18th of May is they're giving out free postcards, I believe, for the first 100 visitors. So you're not going to have to pay extra, or you won't have to pay to begin with, but hey, a free postcard is a free postcard for a pretty, again, well-done, well-read museum for sure. So that is it for just a little bit of what you can find on International Museum Day here in Tokyo. A lot of great free museums. Again, I personally recommend the Tokyo National Museum in Ueno Park. If you got to do just one, you can do 3 great Ueno Park museums for free on the 18th of May. And hey, if you're watching this video and it's already passed in 2024, just wait. It's every year, May 18th, every year. They do International Museum Day. And at least the Ueno Park museums have been pretty consistent about doing free admission every year. The list may change from year to year, so double check for sure when you're traveling, if I watch this video a little bit later in the future. But, you can't beat the price of free, for sure. So if you found this video helpful, would love to get a like, drop in the comments. Maybe you have more information about other museums. Again, this is not just limited to these museums in Tokyo, or not just Tokyo in Japan. So Kyoto, Fukuoka, Osaka, there might be some museums there. So definitely check up in those parts of town about maybe some museums you can visit while you're in those parts of Japan as well. So yeah, drop a subscription if you want to get more great information about other travel tips in Japan, Tokyo, what have you. And leave your feedback in the comments, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you so much for watching.